Greetings! It is I, Professor Macabro, your handsome, knowledgeable, sometimes guide into horror DVDs. Yes, why? Because, well, I pick up a lot of DVDs and I share them with you. So that must make me knowledgeable. Right? Oh well, I am back to share with you another round of horror DVDs. So, let's get started! First off, picked up this one. I do already own the Snapper case release of it, but I saw this little number and I thought, well, maybe it has some special features that the original Snapper case release doesn't have. So I picked up it in a regular DVD case, and don't let this happen to you. This thing has no additional special features. It is the same amount of special features than the Snapper case. So if you have that or this one, you really don't need to get the other one or the other. I might have to look into seeing if there's a Blu-ray release that has special features. Because I've bought 2 copies of this, and it has nothing. Not a sip. Disappointing. But I guess it's still cool to own the regular DVD case and the Snapper case release, right? Right? Damn right. Picked up this one, Blind Buy. No, don't know a thing about it. Called Savage Messiah. Looks like it's some kind of Manson guy here, so it might be a cult movie about someone that gets dragged into a cult, or someone that has to deal with a cult. I'm getting a lot of culty vibes out of this, which is why I saw the cover and I bought it. So I will have to watch it and see what it's about. Picked up the Damien, the Omen Part 2, second, do. This is the sequel to the Omen, the original Omen movie, and there's a Part 3, and if memory serves me right, there's a Part 4 and a remake. I like the first one. I like it quite a bit. I remember seeing this one and thinking it's not as good as the first one, but good. Third one I liked, and again, if my memory's right, I think I've seen a fourth one. And the remake, well, it was a remake, but it wasn't that bad, I must admit. Another blind buy. Not gonna lie, a lot of these are blind buys. I have not seen most of these. But that's why I collect horror movies. And I buy horror movies blind. I like to discover things that most people might not see because they see the cover and they're like, well, that looks like shit. But me being me, that's kind of my thing. I like collecting horror movies, and if I come across a delightfully bad movie, well, then I'll recommend that movie. I'm like, you know what, I saw this piece of shit, but I had a good time, I'll recommend it. Worse sin a movie can be is boring. A bad movie might have bad effects that I can laugh at, bad acting, which is usually the case, that I can laugh at, or just preposterous story that gets a chuckle out of me. So, a bad movie gets a pass. And of course, the two main things, if it has good movies and good kills, that gets a pass from me. So that's why I like to indulge and blind buy a lot of horror movies and maybe post about it, recommend it, and other people find out about it and call me crazy because they're like, why did you recommend that piece of shit? It's horrible. Or they might be, oh, thank you for recommending that movie. I didn't even know it existed. It's the fun of collecting horror movies. I love it. I love it so. And this is a blind buy. Dead Souls. Don't know anything about it. I'll have to watch it and check it out. But there it is. Picked up Goosebumps. It came from beneath the sink. This is a nice introduction to kind of horror. I remember watching it on TV. It has a very catchy tune. I think I might have mentioned that before. The viewer beware, you're in for the scare. The dog barking, I remember that. And they had some really good episodes. But of course, by then I was watching, Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt. Even at another show similar related to this is Erie, Indiana. I liked Erie, Indiana. But it still had good episodes, and I do want to get more of these. I don't know how many of these exist, And I still don't know if the complete series has been released on any sort of physical media. But whenever I come across Goosebumps, I like to get it. Picked up this one, blind buy, surprise! But it has vampires, vampire, Nosferatu, the undead. And it has a whole bunch of hot vampire chicks on the cover. So, yes, Blood Angels is what this is called. Apparently, these are the wives of a vampire. They have the bloodlust, but they can't create vampires. And they're trying to escape their vampire master, who's Lorenzo Lamas. Of course he would be in something like this. But, again, boobies will elevate a movie for me, and I'm hoping that this has a lot of boobies. Vampire boobies. They will always keep their form and shape, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? Yeah. Picked up this one, Blind Vibe. Looks to be like something about demons, hopefully. 13 seconds. Is that how long it takes to make a ritual? Is it how long it takes for a demon to possess someone? I don't know. I'm going to look at this and figure it out. Another vampire one. Oh, the thirst. The thirst, because the vampire thirst for blood, because blood is life. For a moment I thought this was Michelle Pfeiffer. It kind of looks like her. I doubt it's her. But anything with vampires, I'm into it. Yes. And in that note, another vampire movie. Rise. Yes, with the chick that was in Charlie's Angels. He turns into a vampire and then becomes a vampire hunter, like Blade. So, more vampire goodness. And the last one is actually something that I thought would never happen. I have bought a lot of the Masters of Horrors DVDs releases, and all of them have had varying degrees of water damage. Every single one of those Master of Horrors DVDs that I have water damage. I posted online, and I would somehow feel offended if I ever come across a copy of one of those, and it's not water damaged, and it finally happened. I actually came across a copy of one of these Master of Horrors that isn't water damaged. So it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade for a copy that I has water damage, and this one doesn't. So I'm gonna get rid of that one and add this one. Jennifer! With a slipcase. And look! The water damage! I am shocked! Shocked, I say, that this has no water damage. The copy that I have has the trading card. I didn't even know these things had a trading card, because none of the copies I have the trading card. And the only one that has the trading card is ruined because of water damage. And this one has the trading card. Minty, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to react. This is bizarre to me. Been collecting these Master of Horror DVDs for a while, and they're all water damage. I come across a copy that's not water damage, and it's freaking me out, man. Dario Argento directed this one, by the way, so I'm happy, but also taken aback by the fact that I came across a copy of this that's not water damage. I thought for default, all the copies of these Master of Horrors were water damage. I don't know how to interpret this. My mind is, but I'm happy to upgrade into a cleaner copy, because out of all the Master of Horror DVDs that I have, the one that's in the worst shape is precisely Jennifer. And this is about this monster, I think, that has a horrible face. Horrible face. But the men are attracted to her. They're like, I don't know why. I am so attracted to you. But everyone's like, it's like when you go drinking into the clubs and you hook up and you think you scored a total babe, and then the morning after you realize, like, wow, those drunk goggles, oh dear, oh dear, don't get sunlight or it'll probably burst into flames. It happens. It happens. So I think that was the premise to this, because the chick looks pretty gnarly, but people madly fall in love with her. I hope I didn't make anyone upset with that. I am not a PC kind of guy. Sorry about that. Where was I going with that? Yes, Jennifer. No water damage. Anyway, I tried to recommend the standouts of the haul, but not gonna lie, a lot of blind buys and a lot of stuff I haven't seen. So I'll recommend Damien. I remember this being good. Let's go with Damien. Yeah, Damien. But I'll probably enjoy Blood Angels because of the hopefully it'll have some nice vampire babes, and I'm all in for vampire babes. So sexy. I love them. But that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a comment, leave a like, I don't know, share it, whatever. I would like my channel to grow and get the many Muna money so that I can finally afford that Friday the 13th Blu-ray set, which is beautiful and I want it. But until I see you all again, this has been the one and only Professor Macabro, and like always, I wish you a good evening.